The Who Would Win of the Week this week is Kevin Malone from The Office versus Peter Griffin. A couple of big old fatties boombaladdying up and down the streets, folks. I know, but I didn't know. I kind of lost track of my sentence there and let it get away from me. A couple of beautiful plus-size men,
dude. Kevin,
whose bodies are the most beautiful I've ever seen.
I feel like a lot of people are going to look at this in different ways because there's people that like love Family Guy, you know what I mean?
Sure.
And then obviously there's a big population that loves The Office. Kevin Malone is so funny, dude.
Yeah.
He has so many good lines. Like everybody knows Creed for his one-liners, but Kevin has a lot of good one-liners as well. And he just cracks me up. Like I was watching this is not even what has me thinking about this, but he says the stupidest shit all the time. One, it's hysterical when who the fuck does Michael marry?
Oh shit, I don't remember.
Holly. When Holly first shows up and thinks that Kevin is like mentally
disabled,
challenged. Dude, hysterical.
Yeah.
But like there's a Christmas episode where it's the one where Aaron gets really drunk and Andy follows Robert California home because Robert California's dropping her off. And he goes in to get Aaron and he's like, have you eaten anything today besides candy canes? Like you should probably eat some food. Like, do you want me to go get you some oatmeal? And she doesn't say a word and Kevin's like across the room and he's like, if somebody's making oatmeal, can they make me 1 pack of apple cinnamon and 1 pack of brown sugar in the same bowl with whole milk, please? And it like that's just a good line.
That's genius. That's not just a good line. That's genius.
Brown sugar is way better than apple cinnamon.
What are you talking about, brother? Apple cinnamon is why you get into the oatmeal game in the first place.
Dude, I eat a lot of oatmeal.
They stopped after apple cinnamon. That's why there's no new oatmeal flavors seen around because they got to perfection and they cut it off.
What's the other one? What's the red packet?
I don't know. Some gross-ass dry shit.
Dude,
nobody cares.
What?
Strawberries and cream.
No. You were
not that one.
No.
That's
we're talking about the regular oatmeal,
Quaker
Emily.
Oats?
Quaker Oats, baby, the
Quaker
king of
Oats,
oatmeal.
Quaker Oats 3-pack, variety pack. I'm going to look it up right now.
Yeah.
Quaker Oats.
Damn, Emily's got that look on her face like, I can't wait until these guys see how right I am. But I hope that you're not.
Well, so now they have more flavors. Like this one's
peaches. They got a peaches one?
Now they
Why
have
are we talking about oatmeal?
Now they have a peaches and cream one. That's like a peach color, obviously. No, the red one is cinnamon and spice.
Yes, that one's dry as fuck.
Is
that's
it?
Oh my god, dude. That's the one. You buy the variety pack and then you throw those away.
Yeah.
It's like, oh great, I've got 9 days of oatmeal here, but you only eat the 3 maple brown sugar, the 3 apple,
cinnamon.
Throw them away. I'm telling you, Matthew.
Yeah, see, this is a good oatmeal pack right here. This is the protein oatmeal pack. Cinnamon, just straight up cinnamon.
Fair.
Maple brown sugar.
Nice.
Banana nut.
Ooh.
And then the 4 that you throw away.
That's a good oatmeal. Cranberry
almond. And I like I just don't like cranberries.
Almond. People might like
cranberries.
that. But I mean, there's no way it's worse than cinnamon and spice, though. That's a terrible, terrible oatmeal.
What's original? They have just dry ass oatmeal.
Fruit
and cream. They do have a fruit and cream pack. Blueberries and cream, bananas and cream, strawberries and cream, peaches and cream.
Nice. The 4 creams.
But it's also not red. It's pink. Strawberries and cream. So Emily is actually wrong. She was wrong twice.
Well, it's not nice to make fun of the colorblind, but that's okay.
Emily's not colorblind.
For the first time ever. That might be true.
Somebody make a montage of times Emily was wrong.
I can't think of any, but I hope there are some.
Me too. Sorry. Back to the Who Would Win.
Back to the Who Would Win. Yes, I'm glad we got off on that oatmeal tangent, though, baby. That's what's going to sell this episode. Is the oatmeal content.
Another great Kevin scene is when Jim and Pam are on their honeymoon, and Kevin just starts working out of Jim. Well, not even working, just like living out of Jim's office, and somebody calls Jim's phone, he answers, and it's the credit card company. They're like, hey, Mr. Helper, we have some reports that like your card is being charged in like the Dominican Republic, wherever they were for their honeymoon. Yeah. But it sounds like you're like not there, so we'll go ahead and cancel it. And he was like, no, don't cancel it. Maybe we could let him use it a little bit more or something like that. And then they cancel the card. So he calls Oscar in to ask what to do. He's like, I don't want to go to jail. He's like, Oscar, like,
Oh, no.
you would do fine in jail, but I can't go to jail. And Oscar's like, what do you mean? And Kevin's like, you don't know about jail? Oh, you would love jail. And like, dude, that's an all-time line.
That is.
Oh, you
that's
don't know
good.
about jail? You would love jail.
That is good.
Yeah.
But the thing about Kevin that I think might help him in this fight is that, you know, he does seem like kind of a simple, gentle guy, but I think Kevin's got that dog in him. I think if it comes toe to toe, you know, he could let a little anger out. You know, Peter's the kind of guy that Kevin could really tee off on.
See, I disagree. I mean, I think you see Peter like fight the chicken and stuff like that.
That's a big one.
That's the obvious one, which makes me believe that we've done Peter Griffin before because I've used that.
We've done the chicken before.
We did the
maybe,
chicken,
but I know we haven't done Petey.
All right. Like Kevin, he's not a fighter, man. He is like, he loves to gamble and stuff like that, so he has a little bit of edge to him in that sense, like competitively. But dude, like another episode reference, but when he runs around the conference room when he's doing that like seminar for Andy and he gets gassed doing 2 laps around the conference room, like there's just no way. And I'm sure Peter would get gassed too, like they both get gassed whenever they exercise or whatever, but I think Peter, the only thing is, like, I don't know, you know, in terms of like you put him in regular life how big Peter Griffin is in terms of like height and stuff like that, but he looks like a pretty big dude. Like Kevin Malone is a big guy. He's tall too. He's just a unit of a human.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Peter, I think, is, again, you know, like you said, very similar body type. But, you know, if what you say is true, and I know that it is, I know Kevin's a sweetheart. He really is.
He's a hoss. Kevin Malone is a hoss.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. He fits into the hoss category. But Peter Griffin, because, again, like you said, they're both pretty big guys. They're both probably going to get winded at some point. But it seems like from what we see with Peter, when he gets really angry or when he gets fighting, that windedness kind of goes to the wayside. He's able to power through that just on like pure adrenaline.
Peter, you mean?
Yeah, Peter.
Yeah, I don't think Kevin could do that. Like Kevin wouldn't care enough.
You know what? I do.
Dude.
I can see there being a point where Kevin is like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Can I give
and he's
an
just kinda
honorable
laying
mention
there.
that would have been such a better fight, dude?
Why don't you just save it for next week or something?
Because it involves one of the people in this fight.
Okay.
But holy fuck, what a fight! You keep going. I gotta look something up first.
Okay. Yeah, it'd be tough for Kevin to match Peter's. You got to think about where Peter's coming from. You know, the Family Guy world is like a very violent place. You know, you got the chicken fights. People are always like smashing glass. People, some of the Family Guy, some of their scenes are like super gross. They'll do like a close up of somebody whose face has been like smashed in and stuff like that. Like that's you know, they get violent on there. They get down and dirty. And Kevin Malone, as much as I honestly want to believe that he could rise to the occasion, I do see him as more of a sweet boy, you know, just kind of a guy who maybe because of his size, his whole life, people have been like, you know, you got to get in here and, you know, be tough and play football or whatever. And he's like, dude, I just want to go sit around and think and look at butterflies or whatever and laugh and stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
Kevin comes from a much more. I ignore that for now. That's not what I was thinking of. But that in this process, I thought of something for
Yeah,
next
that's
week.
a good one.
Yeah. Kevin comes from a much more like sheltered lifestyle. I just don't think he could. I don't think he could
Muster the juice.
I think Peter Griffin is much more. I think Peter Griffin would beat the shit out of him. I really do.
That's fair.
But dude, Kevin is so funny.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, but he would get his ass kicked.
Yeah. That's going to be tough to make those jokes. The jokes aren't going to protect you from the fists.
No. And the
Had
thing
to
is,
learn
he
that the
doesn't
hard
make
way.
jokes. He just has thoughts.
Right.
And they just happen to be funny to everybody else.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll lock in Kevin then, it sounds like.
No. Like in Peter Griffin.
Oh, yeah, duh. Lock in
Come
Peter
on,
Griffin.
man. I thought we were about to have to go to war, Balake.
I'm still keeping Kevin right here in my heart.
True enough.
My little pocket.
So lock in Peter Griffin. Vote on that on Friday on Instagram. Who would win of the week?